Hello everyone, Stop and Play here. Today we're going to be reviewing the LEGO Marvel Studios CMF series. This series came out just a couple of weekends ago, and if you would like to see me attempting to get all 12 of these in one go check out my previous video. These minifigs come from a range of Disney Plus shows that have come out here recently, including WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, and What If. So, without further ado, let's stop talking and start reviewing. The first set of minifigs we have is from the show WandaVision. We get 3 characters from this show, including Wanda Maximoff as the Scarlet Witch, the Vision as himself, and Monica Rambeau. The figure that I'm going to start off with is the star of the show, Wanda Maximoff, otherwise known as the Scarlet Witch. So, as far as accessories for this minifig, she does come with 2 power blasts, and to use these all you do is press on the side and they fire. Get rid of this one so we can look at the details. Now, as we can see, we get some nice torso printing here on the front that extends down to the legs, dual arm printing for her red gloves. On the back, we get some nice back printing along with this red cloth cape. She comes with 2 different faces, including a smiling face and her red eyes when she's using her powers. As far as our hairpiece goes, we do get the crown up here, and there have been some people complaining that it's not as detailed as the rest of the figure, and they wish it was more crystal-like it is at the end of the show, since this is the end of the show Scarlet Witch that we get. However, seeing how well LEGO did with all these figures in this wave, I can let them slide on lacking a little detail at the top. Other than that, that is it for the Scarlet Witch. The next minifig that we have from the WandaVision show is the Vision. We're going to start off with his accessory. And his accessory is this little computer, and as far as standing true to the show, I do not know why he has this computer. It's a nice little touch. I would have rather seen this computer with Captain Rambeau, but it's still good that we got it. Now for this computer, they do use the book LEGO build that they've had in the past. Just the back of it's white and the cover of it is this nice clear blue plastic. On the screen here we can see the house and the sword symbol, along with some data here and there. And then for the inside, instead of having paper as if it was a book, it's got a nice translucent keyboard. That is it for his accessory. Now for the actual minifigure. Now this is the Vision that's actually in the cinematic universe instead of Wanda's visions that she created. So this is when he was purged from everything. We get nice detailing all the way around, back printing, nice arm printing, leg printing, and side leg printing. As far as his head, they do give you face printing and back of head printing. I wish they closed this gap a little bit more, but I know that they probably have to do it based off of some type of computer, and if they got too close it might overlap, cause problems, but I wish it would have gotten a little bit closer. But if you just look at the amount of detail on this character, you can see how much work that LEGO put into these minifigs, and I wish they would have done this with a lot of other minifigs out there. And as far as his cape, you get a nice white cloth. Other than that, that is it for the Vision. The next minifig we have is Monica Rambeau. Her accessory is the little buildable helicopter that you see in the show. This is the drone that they send in, and when it hits Wanda's field it gets turned into the little toy helicopter. A very simple build, and it does hold true to the show, but I wish we would have gotten something else rather than just this toy helicopter. For the actual minifig herself, we have Monica Rambeau. She's got some nice torso printing representing her sword uniform. Some arm printing as well. And back printing. She does have pure black legs, so nothing new there. But when we get to the top of the head, we do see a new style of minifig hair here. And it's nice to see that they're offering more minifig style hair pieces. That way we can see more of variety of Lego pieces out there for different minifigs. She does come with two faces, one where she's smiling and one where she's a little bit more serious. Other than that, that is it for Monica Rambeau. The next set of minifigs we have is from the show Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And of course the two minifigs we get is the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I'm going to start off with the Winter Soldier, otherwise known as Bucky to his friends. If we take a look at his accessories, we see that he comes with a Captain America shield. The Captain America shield that we've grown used to. And I'm glad that they decided to include this shield. They could have just given him his knife and called it quits. But they gave him something else. That way he's just not lackluster in the amount of accessories that comes with him. And if you don't want him to have this shield, you can always give it to another one of your minifigures. The next accessory we have is his knife. Basic Lego knife. And I'm glad that Lego decided to include this in his minifig, because I feel like the knife is what the Winter Soldier is known for. He does use a weapon, a gun sometimes, but I always like seeing him with a knife. Now, getting down to the actual minifig, we can see we get nice torso printing here that extends down to the front of the legs. And on the back, we see some nice back printing. But the thing I'm most excited about on this figure is the amount of detail they decided to go into on his cybernetic arm. They could have just painted it black and called it quits. But LEGO seems to want to excel in detail on this series. So I'm glad that they're trying to put every bit of detail they can in all of these minifigs. Now he does come with two different face prints. One where he's kind of smirking, and one where he's a little angry. And then to top it all off, the nice little hairpiece. But that is it for the Winter Soldier. Next we have the Falcon in his Captain America outfit. For his accessories, we do get another Captain America shield, because he does become Captain America at the end of the show. So they had to include this accessory. And I'm glad that they did, because it rounds out the figure. The next little accessory we have is on the back of his wings. And it is Red Wing. It's just a nice little painted corner piece. And since he's now Captain America and Red Wing is blue, I don't know if he's going to be called Red Wing anymore. Blue Wing has a nice ring to it. Getting down to the actual minifig, we do get to see some nice detail on his wings. And I wish they gave you another piece to attach a Lego clip. That way you could attach his shield to the back like you see him do in the show. It might be sticking out a little bit, but it would have been a nice little feature if they would have added it. If we take a look at the front, we just get to see how much detail they put into this small little minifig. We do continue to see printing on the front of the wings. Nice torso printing that extends to the arms and the front of the legs. But they also did the side of the legs of this minifig. And you just look at how much detail they put in on this, you'll see how well it is. But they also continue on to the head. You can see how much detail that they put in here when he masks up. And it extends to the back. Now he does kind of suffer the same thing as Vision, but not as bad since it is just his goggles that get separated here. He also comes with a new LEGO hairpiece. And it's just how short this is amazing because we've never seen this short LEGO hair before. So again, just seeing how much new hair and pieces we're getting from this wave is just amazing. But that is it for Falcon as Captain America. The next set of minifigs we have is from the show Loki. And of course we get Loki and Sylvie, or Lady Loki. Starting off with Loki himself, we do have accessories that includes Frog Thor. This is an entirely one piece. The hammer and the helmet is attached to the frog. And we get some nice back printing of the cape and the front torso printing of the armor. And you only see Frog Thor for about 2 seconds in the show, but having him in there gives LEGO an excuse for them to do something like this. And I'm glad that they did, because even though we didn't need him, it is awesome that we got him. The second accessory that he comes with is his TVA mug. Now, it's nothing special about this, just a basic LEGO mug, but I'm glad that they decided to give you TVA across the front, because they could have just given you a white mug and that be it. But now you get an exclusive piece, this minifig. And who knows, we might see some Loki sets in the future, and we might get more of these. But for now, the only place you're getting it is from the Loki minifig. For the actual minifig itself, we do get Loki in his TVA jacket. And the print extends on down to his legs. For the back, we do get the variant. I'm glad that they decided to put this on the back rather than just leaving it tan. And he comes with two different faces. One with the arched brow, and one where he's smiling and conniving. We do get his hairpiece here that tops off the figure. And overall, just getting a Loki that's not in his Asgardian armor is just amazing to me. But that is it for Loki. And the next minifig we have from the show is Sylvie. She kind of follows the same design as Loki, where they give you an animal and an accessory. As far as her animal friend, we do get the alligator, Loki, that's from the show. It's just a baby alligator, all one piece. Nice printing in the eyes. However, they do not give you the headdress or helmet for the Loki alligator. However, you can look up on the internet and find custom builds with just a couple of LEGO pieces. That makes it look more accurate to the show. But I'm glad that LEGO decided not to give it all the accessories like they did with Frog Thor, because we don't get baby alligators in any LEGO sets. So just having this baby alligator allows people to buy a lot of Sylvies to get these exclusive minifig pieces. I'm probably going to pick up more of Sylvie myself just to get more of these baby alligators. Her second accessory is, of course, her sword. Now, they do give you two of these in her minifig, which is nice, in case you want to have this piece for a particular character of yours or minifig, or maybe have it in a build. It is strange that they decided to give it this green here, but I understand that they can't really multicolor a lot of things in LEGO. That's where it starts getting a little pricey. So, the green is supposed to represent her magic. As you see in the show, whenever she uses it, it's kind of laced, outlined with some green magic. An overall nice accessory. For the actual minifig itself, This is kind of one of the more disappointing minifigs to me because the printing on here is kind of lackluster. We do have torso printing and side of arm printing, but it's just basic black Lego legs. They could have extended the printing even if it was just some creases and such, because Loki, even though he has trousers, they do give you wrinkles on his pants. We do have some back printing and a nice new hairpiece of Lego that has the Sylvie horns, and she comes with two different heads as well, both where she's smiling, but one she's smiling straight and the other she has a cocked smile with an arched brow. That is it for Sylvie. The next set of minifigs we have is from the Marvel show What If. Now this series is still continuing on, so we have not seen all these minifigs in the show yet. So, from this show, we get Zombie Hunter Spider-Man, Zombie Captain America, Captain Carter, T'Challa Star-Lord, and Gamora with Thanos' blade. I'm going to start off with Zombie Slayer Spider-Man. And his accessories, of course, we get the Spider-Man web that we've gotten in many Spider-Man sets. Nothing new here. It's just a bunch of Lego pipes connected by a string and two studs on the end. He does come with, of course, his Spider-Man mask as an accessory, because even though he does show his face most of the time in the show, it's always nice to get that Spider-Man mask. Getting down to the actual minifig, this is one of the most detailed Spider-Man Lego minifigs that I've seen in a while. And I've never been real big on buying the Spider-Man Lego sets just because of how lackluster in detail the Spider-Man minifigs are. But if you look at it, you get to see all the individual lines and pieces on the front that extends down to the legs. For the arms, we do get the web shooters across his wrists. And they don't stop there, they also have back printing and dual leg printing for the back as well. They also extended the printing onto the side of the legs. And they give you a nice representation of Tom Holland for this figure. The hairpiece could have been better, but it does serve its purpose. He does not come with two separate faces. He does come with two separate faces, including a worried face and one where he's smiling. Now the cape that he's wearing is of course Doctor Strange's cape, and he actually only wears it for a very short period of time during the show. But it's always nice to give more in a Lego minifigure than less. So thank you, Lego. The next minifig we have is from the same episode, which is Zombie Captain America. So, once again, for his accessory, we do get the shield again, but this time it is more battle scarred and weathered away. I can see a lot of people buying a bunch of this minifig just to get this shield to include it in their dioramas and Lego builds and such. For the actual minifig itself, we do get Zombie Captain America, and the amount of detail is astonishing in this minifig. If you just look at all the holes, scrapes, and tears throughout this minifig, you can see how much work went into this detailing. But we get torso printing, his nice zombie arm, more arm printing, along with back printing. We do get separate leg printing, and it's nice to see that they didn't just reflect it over of this minifig. You do get zombie leg, and then of course his covered leg. For his helmet, we do get some dirt and grime on it. And it looks like an area where someone even took a bite out of his helmet. If we take a look at the actual zombie head of this minifig, we can see where it's kind of angry, wanting some brains. And they also give you some nice little splotches on the back of the head. Details they could have left out, but always nice to have more. That is it for your zombie Captain America. The next minifig we have is Agent Carter. She starred in the very first episode of What If. As far as her accessories go, we do get the Tesseract, which is understandable. It's just some 1x1 plates here, stuck on top of each other. Nice little build to have. And she also comes with a shield. But this time, it's not your normal Captain America shield. You get the Great Britain flag across it. And there's nothing else to add here because it's just another shield with different printing. As far as the minifig itself, we do have a lot of details again. And getting this minifig is a lot more exciting than getting the minifig that comes with the Hydra Stomper. I understand that it's supposed to be a different suit, but this one just blows that one out of the water. We get all the detail here on the front with her belt, and it extends down to the legs. We get side leg printing, arm printing, and back printing. She does come with two different faces, one with her cocked eyebrow, and one where she's a little bit more angry. Now this minifig also comes with a different hairpiece that is more representative of the show, other than that other minifig of Captain Carter and the Hydra Stomper. So if you want one that's more show accurate and better details, this one's the way to go. The next minifig we have stars in the second episode of What If, and this is T'Challa as Star-Lord. His accessories, first off, we have the Star-Lord helmet. That's a nice new printing. And a new mold, since this is not Star-Lord's hair. This is T'Challa's hair on top. Overall dark gray and nice gold here in the front with glowing purple for the eyes. I can see a lot of people buying this Star-Lord just for this helmet. And for his weapons, he does come with two blasters. These are the Star-Lord blasters that we've seen before, that are really similar to Halo weapons. Now for the actual minifig itself, we do have T'Challa here in an outfit rather than the Black Panther costume. And it's nice that they decided to put him in this series, because we do not get a lot, if any, of T'Challa out of the Black Panther outfit. But getting down to the figure, we do have nice torso printing of him in his purple jacket that extends on down to the legs. Got some nice brown boots with the rockets on the side, and that dual printing also proceeds to the back. We do get some nice back printing. As far as face printing, he only comes with one face print, which is understandable because his hairpiece does not cover the entire back, so you might see a little bit poking through, such as his beard. But we do get a nice hairpiece that tops it all off. And I'm glad that they decided to go with a purple scheme and black because it stays true to the Black Panther colors, and it also breaks up all the different colors that we get in this series. But that is it for your Star-Lord T'Challa. The final minifig in this series is one that we have not seen debut in her episode yet, which is Gamora with Thanos' blade. For the accessory, of course it's going to be Thanos' blade. We get a nice gold lightsaber hilt here that they actually give 2 of, so the other one I'm going to use for my Darth Sidious. Give the nice gold lightsaber that he's been missing all this time. As for the blades, you get a nice 2-edged blade here, and I'm glad that they decided to give the nice little indentation here at the end instead of just making it point straight up. Again, just the attention to detail is great in this minifigure series. For the actual minifig itself, we do get Gamora in a nice gold outfit. Some nice torso printing. Arm printing with armor on the side. Back printing. And leg printing. For her faces, we do get one where she's angry and one where she's just kind of monotone. We do get a hairpiece that's like her character, nice and black with some purple throughout. But that is it for your final minifig in this series. And there you have it, folks. All 12 of LEGO Marvel Studios CMF series completely and individually reviewed. Before I begin with my final thoughts of this series, I would like to ask you, if you haven't already, to go to our channel and please subscribe. I have a lot of ideas for content, reviews, and custom LEGO set ideas that I would like to share with you and the world eventually. But in order to do that, I need your help for this channel to grow. So thanks to all of those who subscribed. Now, for my final thoughts of this series overall, I do see that we get a lot of heroes from the series. And then the what if, we do get Zombie Captain America, but he's not really a major villain. I wish we would have gotten like Agatha from WandaVision, Zemo from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, maybe Mobius from the Loki series. But as far as the what if series, I'm okay with them because there just seems to be a lot of them. You just kind of get a variation of a character that we already have, so just getting the variations of the characters are good. But I would like to see a sprinkle of here and there of some villains from these series. Now, with all these minifigs, you do get some jumper tiles and some clear pegs here that you get to stick in them. And you attach their legs to this to make it look like they're flying, jumping, and just give them some action poses. Nice little thing that they didn't have to add, but they did. Just thought I'd show that real quick. Now, I'm glad that LEGO took the time and put in the work for each of these minifigs. Some a lot more than others, and some a little lackluster. But the amount of detail is astonishing in each and every one of these minifigs. I hope that LEGO takes a lessons from this and that we get to see more details in some more CMF series in the future. Sure, in the LEGO sets we can get less detailed minifigs because it's more focused on the sets, but for these CMF series, I'm glad to see the amount of detail and work that they're putting into these. Now, each of these do cost $5 in your local store near you. I got mine at Walmart. And if you would like to see how I felt each individual bag for these minifigs, go check out my previous video. I saved as much money as possible by filling each bag for one character apiece. I might go back and get some more Sylvie just for more baby crocodiles. I have a plan for them in the future. How far in the future? Who knows? With that being said, if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, like this video, comment down below, and share. That way you can help our channel to grow. Thanks for watching.